Hi, Justin here from the Butch Harmon School of Golf here in Dubai Sports City. And in this video I'd like to share with you a funny story, well I hope it's going to be a funny story, about tour players that I teach. One has got a fabulous short game and one has got a brilliant iron game. And I basically want this story to be a lesson for all of us, and certainly I took a lesson from it. Whenever you hear what it is that transpires and the attitude that surrounds being competent at something. So we're on the second green, or just off the second green here at the Els Club, and the great iron player who's having a few problems with his chip shots was hitting a couple of chip shots. And he had the shaft down a little bit low and the club was probably digging into the ground a little bit too much. And the guy with the great short game looked at him and he said, you know, when we play golf, we've got a toolbox of different shots around the greens that we want to use. And rather than trying to be mechanically perfect or play the perfect shot, I would recommend that you select a different type of shot, because the lie you've got there is a little bit grainy, and I'm going to suggest that you stand the shaft up and try and change the type of shot that you play to fit the situation more. Well, the great iron player, he turned around and said, no, I want to get my mechanics right. And there ended the conversation. The great short game player muttered something as we went off to the next tee, and a couple of holes later we found ourselves on the sixth fairway. The guys had both hit two good 3-woods down, and they had about 138, 141 yards, this sort of range into the sixth hole. If you don't know the Els Club, there's a little shelf you can use to the left of the hole and bring the ball back down towards the flag. So the guy with the great short game, who's working on his golf swing, he chose a pitching wedge, 141 yards, this sort of distance, hit a hard shot, decent looking shot, pitched on the front of the green, spun back away down the hill off the green into dangerous type of bogey territory. And I said to him, you know, what were you trying to do there? And he said, you know, I'm just trying to make a really good swing. So we looked up, and the great iron player, he's hit a shot, lower trajectory, a little bit left to right, pitches left of the hole, spins down to 3 feet, easy birdie. So as we're walking up to the green, I said to the great iron player, I said, what were you trying to do there with your swing? He said, well, no, I wasn't really trying to do much of a swing there. I could just see a slightly lower flighted shot that I could filter in from left to right and bring down to the hole. And I looked at the great short game player and I said, when you're playing a shot, you've got a toolbox of lots of different weapons and you have to choose the right weapon to play the shot. Well, this fiery Frenchman swore at me a little bit, but I think therein lay the lesson that if you're out on the golf course trying to make perfect swings, whether it's perfect putting strokes, perfect chip strokes, perfect iron swings, rather than trying to play shots fitting the situation that you're in, then you're not going to perform as well as the reverse when you're fitting the shot to the situation you're in and trying to create something that the golf course is going to have you create. So next time you're out playing, try and be the guy that's adapting to the situation rather than the guy who's trying to make perfect swings, and let's see your scores come down.